Feel like I've learned my lesson.
How? How have you learned your lesson?
Just the fact that I don't want to end up in jail or anything like that.
Oh, you've learned your lesson. Alcohol in the car while driving? Are you in this country with or without permission?
Without permission.
I don't care if you have Jesus waiting for you. You're not answering my question. The incoming president does not have very much sympathy for you.
Another day, another DUI case. And once again, it's someone who wasn't even supposed to be behind the wheel to begin with. This man is back in court after being caught driving drunk again. The judge has clearly reached the end of his patience. You'll hear talk about possible custody, immigration involvement, and a warning that sounds like a final notice. But the way this guy brushes everything off, you'd think none of it mattered to him. Tell me what you think. Is the system actually doing anything to stop repeat offenders? Let's take a look.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. Why would we do this? You had one just dismissed not too long ago. Why would we give you another gift?
I feel like I've learned my lesson.
How? How have you learned your lesson?
Just the fact that I don't want to end up in jail or anything like that.
Oh, you've learned your lesson. Really? The thing is that when we are too nice to people, they end up wrapping their car around a pole the following week. You just had one dismissed. Was it due to a PTI?
Yes, it was, Judge.
You didn't learn a damn thing because now you're back with another DWI. And you want me to take this time served so you can go around again? How have you learned any possible thing, Mr. Lara? Tell me. What have you done differently from the first DWI to the DWI you have done now to show me that you've learned something? What have you done? I want you to understand one thing, sir, is that you now are building yourself a house with the priors that you have. At some point, that house is going to crack, cave, and your ass is going to fall through. From now on, you will now be looking at a minimum of 30 days in jail. The proverbial slap on the wrist is gone because now, as a matter of fact, with your priors, you're looking at a minimum of 90 days in jail for anything that you pick up from now on. You will also now be required to pay the fines, fees, and surcharges with this case. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't, every $100 that you owe, you will sit in jail for 1 day. You now will have around $4,000 in surcharges that you will be responsible for. And if you don't, there's going to be a heavy, heavy toll to pay. One way or the other, we are going to reach you, Mr. Lara. And if it's kicking and screaming you, dragging you into jail, all we want are our streets to be safe. That's all we want.
You can practically feel the judge trying not to lose his cool. It's like he's talking to someone who refuses to listen. No concern, no urgency, nothing. But the consequences are plain. If this man gets behind the wheel again, he'll likely end up in detention while immigration steps in. At what point do repeated chances stop helping? If you were the judge, what would you do? Share your thoughts.
Speak up.
Yes, sir.
No more games. Even if you have a sip of alcohol, a sip of wine, you should not get into a car because with your record, you get pulled over. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
How much are the fines and surcharges? 3. Is it above a 0.15? What is it?
Yes, sir.
For the current case, it is a 0.092.
It's a 0.09?
Yes.
I want you to understand that you're going to pay a very hefty fine fees. If it's above a 0.15, it's $4,500 in surcharges, not to mention the court cost. Now it's below a 0.15, so you're paying $3,000 on the surcharge. I'm going to require you to pay also the court costs as well. When you pick up a second DWI, it's a $6,000 surcharge, not to mention all the court costs. So get ready. Not only is it a minimum of 90 days next time, but you're looking at around court costs and fines and fees and around $7,000. How much money have you paid surrounding all this? When all it could have done is one click on your phone, $20. It's a geographical oddity. Don't matter where you want to go with your Uber, $20. Anywhere you want to go. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no coming back. Do you understand? It will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. And I'm telling you, Mr. Lara, you get pulled over and even have the faintest, funkiest smell of anything, you're going to be right back with us. And I'm going to tell you, I have jurisdiction over you for the next 5 years. Do you understand? You come back. It's not going to go well.
Yes, sir.
Get a clue. Hit a button. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? How much is the court cost?
$3,420.
You will be required to pay $3,420. I will give you time to pay it because we're not here to break your bank. But I want you to understand that we mean business. And the way that we do it is this way. If you don't pay $100 for every $100 that you owe, it is 1 day in jail. So you can imagine on $3,500 how much time you'll be doing. You understand? All right. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Chief.
I'm suspending his license for 6 months as well, 180 days. All right, Eddie,
Yes, sir, Judge.
get your boy, man.
And here we are again, another DUI, another repeat offender. This time, he even had alcohol in the car while driving. You can see the moment Judge Fleer hits his breaking point. His calm tone slips, and you know things are about to get serious. Lately, this courtroom has started to feel like a revolving door of the same problems. Do you think the system actually stops any of this? Let me know.
Christian Martinez Velasquez.
Sí. Yes.
Mr. Martinez Velasquez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On November 7th, 2024, the officer alerted dispatch about a traffic hazard regarding the defendant's motor vehicle after observing it sway in a moving lane of traffic, impede traffic when the defendant had the green light, and upon contact with the vehicle, the officer observed the defendant to be asleep in the driver's seat. The defendant's foot was on the brake and the vehicle was on. After the officer woke the defendant by banging on the window, he seemed disoriented, and the officer observed glossy, bloodshot eyes, an odor of an alcoholic beverage, and slow movements. The officer observed an open Modelo beer can in the cup holder next to the vehicle.
Alcohol in the car while driving?
Yes, Your Honor. And the defendant admitted to drinking 3 beers and 1 shot before driving. Standard field sobriety tests were administered. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 4 out of 8, 1 leg stand 0 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to breath. The results were .087 and .086.
Mr. Martinez Velasquez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Are you a citizen of the United States?
No,
Are you in this country with or without permission?
without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
Ya, sé que tuve un error y
I don't know.
What happens if you go to jail?
Si usted va a la cárcel.
Are you in this country with or without permission?
Es como sin permiso.
sin permiso.
Without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
O sea, si usted va a la cárcel.
No sé qué decir, pues tengo mi familia, tengo mi hija.
I don't know what to say. I have my family, I have my daughter.
I don't care if you have Jesus waiting for you. You're not answering my question. What happens if you go to jail?
pasa si usted va a la cárcel?
I want you to
¿Qué le
think.
pasa? Quiero que piense
Pues que voy a estar libre, voy a estar en un lugar donde no quiero estar por mis consecuencias.
I wouldn't be free. I would be somewhere I wouldn't want to be because, as a consequence,
You are not in this country with permission.
no está en el país.
If you go to jail,
Si usted va a la cárcel,
immigration sweeps the jail every couple hours. If they find you in the jail, they will put an immigration detainer on you, and you will be stuck like Chuck in jail until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration, where you will sit for another 6 to 9 months waiting for them to do whatever they're going to do. The incoming president does not have very much sympathy for you, if you catch my drift.
Then comes the judge's wake-up talk. He practically begs a man to turn his life around before it gets worse. He talks about patience, consequences, and even gives personal advice. But honestly, how many second chances can someone expect? Do you think this guy will actually change, or is he just lucky today? I'm curious what you think.
And I'm going to tell you now, the fact that you have an open container, if they allege it in the information, it is a minimum of 5 days in jail to any sentence that you do. And I will tell you, any more than 4 to 6 hours you spend in custody is very well that you may get an immigration detainer. I am putting conditions on your bond now, and if you violate these conditions, I will, in a moment's notice, put you in jail, and I will not give you another PR bond.
no le daré otra
The reason you got out of jail so quick is we gave you a free bond.
de la cárcel.
It's not going to happen again. Do you understand?
¿Entiende?
First and foremost, you are not to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care what you need. I don't care what you have to do. Kids, groceries, Jesus, don't drive. You will be signing an affidavit. This is a promise you're making to me that you're not going to drive. I am also ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, likewise, you will go to jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Correcto, sí.
Yes.
Forewarned is fair
Te he
warned.
advertido.
You will not get any warnings from us.
Okay.
We are going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'll get you to Victoria, where we will have you sign a reset. And after that, we'll send you out here. And when you come back, have a lawyer, sir. Do
Cuando regrese,
not drive.
Okay.
Okay?
2 different cases, same warnings. And honestly, you could bet both men will be right back here next year. It's not about judgment. It's about recognizing patterns, consequences, and a justice system that's constantly trying to keep up with repeat offenders. Most people don't realize how limited judges are when it comes to immigration matters. 2, they can't make those decisions, but they can keep someone in custody long enough for the proper authorities to step in. If you were the judge, what would you do? And don't forget to like and subscribe. I post new videos every day.